Okay guys, well today we're going to be looking at the distributive law, which is simply a law that helps us to expand brackets. So say for example we have A and in brackets we have B plus C. I need to expand that. What we're going to do is take A and times it by each term in the brackets. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you how we're going to get this result. We're going to take A and multiply it by B. We're going to get AB. Then we're going to take that same A and we're going to times it by C. And notice we get AC. We can use the same rule, which is the distributive law, to help us to expand any brackets of a similar type. So say for example now we have, let's say we have 2 and in brackets we have y plus 3, right? And we need to expand these brackets by using the distributive law. Okay, so what we're going to do basically is take the 2 and multiply it by each term we have inside of our brackets. So we're going to take the 2 and multiply it by y, right? So we're going to write on all of our working. 2 multiplied by y. And then we're going to take that 2 again and times it now by 3. So plus 2 multiplied by 3. Okay? And now we're just going to simplify our answer. So 2 by y will give us 2y plus 3 by 2 will give us 6. And that's it. Okay, now let's look at another example. And in this one, I'm going to be skipping one step, alright? So, we have x outside of the brackets, and in the brackets, we have 3 plus y. So, like before, we're going to say x multiplied by the first term, which is 3. So, x multiplied by 3 will give us 3x plus, then we're going to go x by the y, and x by y is xy. And just like that, you get the answer. So let's try another example with more x's and more y's, where you might have squares and stuff like that. Okay, now look at this one. We have m outside of the brackets. In the brackets, we have m plus n. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to take m multiplied by the first term, which is m. So we're going to say m by m, and that will give us m squared, right? Plus m by n, and that will give us m n. Alright, so now that we have mastered these, what we're going to do now is try some with negative and positive signs. Okay, so it's the same process, and we're going to just be paying attention to the signs. So let's try one of those. Okay, so now we have minus 2 multiplied by x plus 1. Same process. We're going to say minus 2 or negative 2, as you want to call it, multiplied by x. Minus 2 by x will give you minus 2x, right? Because x is positive, this one is negative. A positive by a negative will give you a negative. So you're going to get negative 2x. Now this is where you have to be careful, alright? To know what sign we're going to put here, whether it's positive or negative, we need to check and see what we're multiplying. So now we're multiplying negative 2 by positive 1. A minus by a plus or a negative by a positive will give us a negative. So that means a negative will go here. And the number part will be 2 by 1, which is 2. Alright? So with these, it's the same process. The only difference would be that you need to pay attention to the signs. So let's try one more of those. Okay, so let's try this one now. Here we have minus 4 multiplied by 2 minus y. So again, with the same process, minus 4 multiplied by 2. So minus by a positive or a negative by a positive will give you a negative, and that will be negative 8, because 4 by 2 is 8. Now we have to multiply the next set. So it will be minus 4 by minus y. To know what sign is going there, we check our signs. A negative is being multiplied by a negative. Negative by a negative gives us a positive result. And it's 4 by y, so we know it will be 4y. And that's it there. All you really need to do is check your sign as well as your numbers.